If you were a kid back in the 80s and lived in Spain, you could drink Pepsi out of a steel can. And not just that, it had a Marvel character on it. But don't worry if you're from Greece, because you could get a Pepsi can also, but with a DC superhero on it. So today we're going to look at the rare collectible cans from Spain and Greece. Guys, it's time for another video, and most of the time we talk about growing up in America. A few times we even talked about growing up in Canada. They got some weird bacon. But today we're going to talk about kids that grew up in two different countries, Spain and Greece. Now I probably couldn't find these on a map. I know one's north, one's south, one's east, one's west, I guess. I don't really know where they are. And as a kid back in the 80s, I didn't know anyone from Spain or Greece. I mean, this is before the internet, and you couldn't really know people outside I didn't know anybody outside my block, much less outside the country. But did you know in 1982, both countries released a Pepsi can with a Marvel character on it or a DC character, depending on what country you bought it in. And these wasn't those aluminum cans. Apparently back over there they made them in steel. Can you imagine getting a Pepsi in a steel can? I used to like to stomp. I used to like to lay cans on the side, stomping, and then it would kind of stick to your shoe and you could walk around with it. I love doing that. I was probably the only one. I guess I couldn't do that with a steel one. But let's jump into these and let's go to Spain, 1982, when they teamed up with Marvel to put Marvel heroes on the side of a can. They did 10 of them, and we're going to take a look at each one right now. First, let's look at the front of the can. Nothing really that special here. Looks like a Pepsi can from the 80s. Although it's got some writing I can't read on it under Pepsi. I can't read where it says Pepsi. I can read where it says Pepsi, man. Who doesn't like a good Pepsi? Okay, I'm a guy from the South. I'm a Coke guy. But I'll drink a Pepsi every now and then. But anyway, here's Pepsi. And as you can see, the can's a little different. If you're wondering why the top of this can looks weird, because the top's missing. It seems that a lot of people took these collectible cans and I guess used a can opener or something and cut the top off of it. I don't know, but they do have a top on it. They just had a pull tab. Remember a pull tab? I remember. I miss a good pull tab. Just something so, now they got the pop and twist. What? Just something so satisfying about pulling that pop off. Pop it up again. Anyway, let's dig into the Marvel cans. Right here you got, can you believe it? The guy with the bow and arrow, Hawkeye. Man, you didn't even know he was around. Bet you Gen Z kids didn't even know Hawkeye was around in the 80s. You think it's some kind of Marvel TV show now, but no, Hawkeye was around. Collectible, I don't say collectible, close superheroes right there. There's Hawkeye. Man, there was some nice looking jeans. And then you have, it's kind of like a female Spider-Man, but a Spider-Woman. No, not Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman. That's all woman right there. She's got spiders coming out of everywhere. And you could get her on a can of Pepsi. Pepsi can. I wonder if Britney Spears likes Pepsi.
I really do like Pepsi.
Really? What's your favorite kind?
Oh, good to know. Good to know. I always wondered that. And then you got Hellcat. Meow. Man, I don't even know who Hellcat is, to be honest with you. How'd she get on a can? Of all the Marvel heroes they could do in 1982, Hellcat? Was that new then? They were trying to promote her or something? Yeah, maybe the kids in Spain loved Hellcat. I don't know. I don't remember Hellcat. I know my buddy Russ is going to be like, hey, Hellcat, what you talking about? That was awesome. I don't remember Hellcat. And then we've got Black Widow. Now, I remember Black Widow. Everybody knew that one. Remember when she first turned up in the Iron Man movie? I'm not a big Marvel movie fan guy, but man. It made you question people that didn't like women, didn't it? You're like, how can you not like that? Then she cut her hair all short, and I was like, oh, how do you make Scarlett Johansson not attractive? You cut her hair off. Anyway, Black Widow right there. Don't let her bite you on the lip, because you know what happens when a Black Widow bites you on the lip? It's going to leave a pain that's going to linger. And then you got Captain America. One of the big superheroes, man, of Marvel. One of Marvel's, I wouldn't say top tier maybe top B tier. You know, you can Hulk and Superman, Spider-Man is top tier, but he's right there. He's about there. There he is, Captain America. Now you're in Spain. You're like, Captain America. What? I want Captain Spain on my drink. You might be kind of offended drinking that. And then you got Spider-Man, the amazing Spider-Man. Great pose right here, great can. This would be kind of cool to have, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan. And Spider-Man was so popular, he got 2 cans. Everybody else got 1 can. He got 2 cans. 2 can Sam right here. There he is, right there, leaping down on some bad guys. But we also have the Hulk. You gotta have the Hulk. Spider-Man Hulk. I mean, that's the top of Marvel right there. Hulk and Spider-Man. There's Hulk wearing his purple pants on a Pepsi can. Well, it's not just the Hulk. We got more to look at right here. How about Thor? I give him about a B also. B tier Thor. Nowadays it might be a little bit more popular, him and Captain America, but you know, back then in 1982, they were kind of like, well, you didn't have anything Spider-Man or anything Hulk. Guess all these are dude. I mean, it wasn't way down there like Black Widow or Spider-Woman. Nobody want to know a Spider-Woman or Hellcat. Nobody's buying Hellcat. Anyway, there's Thor right there, the mighty Thor. In case you got fooled by the weak Thor or something, there he is, the mighty Thor. And then you have Captain Marvel. You remember when Captain Marvel was a dude? Today, Captain Marvel's a female. Kind of like the damn Ghostbusters. Make everybody a woman nowadays.
Does a brother tell his sister what he did looking at his first centerfold?
That's crazy, right? Crazy. Anyway, let's head over to Greece to look at what they did for their Pepsi can. They were like, those Spaniards, they're putting Marvel on a can? We can't be outdone by that. We're going to put DC on a can. Now, I don't know about you growing up. People fussed about it. You were a Marvel fan or a DC fan. You know, like later you're a Star Wars or Star Trek fan. Now you can't be a fan of both, but it was always fun to have a little rivalry with your friend at the comic book store. I like Star Trek better, Star Wars is better, and then Marvel's better, DC's better. But no matter which one fan you were, you could get both. If you had an airplane ticket, you had to go to Greece always to Spain, and Spain always to Greece, try to collect all these. And now for this one, they only did 9. Although, it seems weird to do only 9, and there's no Superman or Batman. There's a Robin, and I can find no information about a Batman. So I'm thinking these things must be rare. Somebody must have forgotten they made a Batman or something, because I couldn't find anything. Believe me, I even went so far as to ask AI about it. They didn't even know about it. But then again, AI told me they made a Hawkman, and they didn't. So I guess you can't trust. Moral of the story, you can't trust AI sometimes. You know, a few months ago, AI told me that Kenner made Last Crusade action figures. Anyway, let's head up to Spain, Greece. Keep getting them mixed up. Let's head up to Greece and look at the Pepsi cans with DC characters. First, the can itself, still made out of steel. Steel made out of steel. There you go, and it's says Pepsi right there. Makes me wonder. You think Britney Spears likes Pepsi?
I really do like Pepsi.
Really? What's your favorite kind?
I did that bit already. Now let's dig into these DC cans right here. Here we go. The Green Lantern. Damn guy that walks around with a lantern. DC, come on, man. I know you got Superman and Batman. You got some lame characters. I know somebody. Ooh, Green Lantern. Can you imagine being a fan of Green Lantern? Like that's your favorite superhero, and you're like, just comic book after comic book. I guess it could be worse. It could be Aquaman. Can you imagine Aquaman? And then we got Shazam. I used to watch that back in the 70s as a kid. Remember that kid? You go, Shazam! And turn into an adult or something. Shazam. Remember that? Remember that TV show guy rode around in a van? That was awesome. I don't know if it was awesome today, but back then as a kid, it was awesome. It was awesome. What about this right here? Plastic Man. He could stretch everything. Yeah, even that. He could stretch it. Oh, I guess he wasn't ever constipated. He could just stretch his, stretch the hole, make it just flop out. He don't want to have to worry about nothing. I wonder if he could stretch other things. Because he stretches sweat. I don't know where the rules stop. But there you go. I like to go. He wore sunglasses. I was like, that's a cool stretch. They never put him in a movie. He ain't done a movie yet. Come on. Well, the James Gunn, James Francis, whoever's doing DC now. Come on. Give us a Plastic Man movie. And then we've got Firestorm. I take it back. Whoever Green Lantern fans, you can be a fan. But who in the hell's a Firestorm fan? Who's buying comic books of this? Who lived in Greece and went already to the store and be like, oh man, I want the Firestorm can. But you make an action figure of him though back in the day. And then we have Red Tornado. I thought DC had some cool superheroes. Maybe I was wrong. Red Tornado. My little red tornado. I think Tracy Lawrence sung that song. And then we've got, man, even the pose, Aquaman. They've done like 500 comic books of Aquaman. How do you not run out of stories of Aquaman? Does he eat fish? Does he? That's kind of, I hope he doesn't eat fish. What does he eat? Aquaman talks to fish. Even the pose, look at that pose. Even, stupid Aquaman. I always say I was probably like DC better, but I don't know, Marvel. Nah, Marvel's better. Let's be. They got Spider-Man. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, Batman's pretty. I guess all DC's guys are Batman now that I think about it. But they got the best villains. DC's got the best villain. Well, Batman's got the best villain. I mean, he's got the rogue I mean, come on. There's no doubt about it. Batman's got the best villains. It's hard to say DC's got the best villains. I don't know. You have to let me know in the comments what you like. And then we got. Maybe I'm right. Maybe Marvel is better. Flash. I mean, they can run real fast. Need to get a letter somewhere? Flash should do it. Batman's out solving crime. Superman's out using X-ray vision, making the time go backwards and stuff. What's he doing? Delivering your mail. I'll get it there before Tuesday. Oh, stupid. Robin. Now, Batman ain't got no superpowers. You let him slide. He's smart. He's got a lot of money. What a Robin got? He ain't got a lot of money. Wears his underwear. And nothing else. He wears underwear. He don't wear blue jeans or nothing. He wears underwear on the outside. Robin. But he turned into Nightwing. We're not talking about Nightwing. We're talking about Robin. Nightwing ain't any much better than... I mean, what's he do? Robin. Come on, DC. Come on, DC. And then we got, oh, God, another guy to carry the damn Arrow. I didn't know this was going to be a Bash DC. Well, that guy who had an Arrow was on Marvel, but I didn't know it was going to turn into a Bash DC, but maybe I am a Marvel fan. Maybe Marvel fans go, who? A Green Arrow? Well, that's it. That's both of them. That's a look at the DC Pepsi cans from Greece. Remember that? Greece! And then you have the Marvel cans by Pepsi from Spain. I wonder if Britney Spears likes Pepsi.
I really do like Pepsi.
Really? What's your favorite kind?
I really do. My favorite kind of Pepsi's Pepsi.
That wasn't funny the first time. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like DC or Marvel? What do you think's better? And am I wrong? Does anyone have a better lineup of villains than Batman? Let me know that. And maybe you have some of these cans. Let me know. Let me know whatever you want in the comments below.
Hey, Junkman channel popping though.
Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.